Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, we will talk about the bottom flange of Jupiter finger. I know it's a very small or a basic topic. We hardly care about the small third flange of the finger, right? We generally focus on the lines of the palm. But I must say that this is a small but an important part that change our mindset and what kind of materialistic feelings regarding the Jupiter planet is going on in our mind. This part shows this. I'm sorry, sometimes I sound sometimes less confident just because this is not my language. My language is Hindi. And that's why I'm trying to make the videos in English. And that's why sometimes I fumble, sometimes I find less confidence. That's why I write some points in my iPad so that I will be able to explain you. What I'm trying to say is this is not the smallest part. This, the lower flange of any finger, shows the materialistic world or materialistic part in our life, right? It reveals practical, physical, and materialistic tendencies of a person. These are the parts, it's most closer to our palm, right? So it symbolizes, it shows us the basic needs, habit, instincts, and our grounded behavior. So today specifically we will talk about the Jupiter finger. We all know about the Jupiter planet, right? First of all, we will talk about some like what kind of flanges we are going to talk in this video, right? Sometimes we'll talk okay, sometimes we can see it's normal, right? Normal means balance with all the fingers like mine. Mine is quite normal, like size of the bottom flange is close to all the flanges, right? If it's normal, if it's thick, if it is long, and if it is short, and if it's thin, how the behavior changes and how the perspective of some things can change with these, right? We need to understand because sometimes we focus on our married life, sometimes we focus upon our career and everything. But these small things and these small like observations plays a more major role in our life. So that's why I'm trying to explain on this, right? First of all, let's talk about if it is normal, right? If it is normal, balanced to all the fingers, then we need to understand the Jupiter qualities. It shows the appetite, like what kind of food, appetite this person must have. Jupiter means domination also, not in a negative sense. Domination means that hold, control, teaching abilities also shown by Jupiter planet. It gives a big heart, means it shows that what kind of heart you have, like charitable, forgiving, and helpful to others. Jupiter tends to see the bigger picture. It always gives a bigger picture in life. Like if you are craving for food, we'll talk about the big, short, and thin, but right now we're talking about what we can see from a normal friends. It means that these things are normal in anybody's life. Like he is a teacher, he's a normal teacher. If uh, he wants to do like he wants to eat, it means a normal eater. And domination, it's normal. Control, teaching, everything, like family support, family taking care of the family. Jupiter is a planet of, actually it's a mixture of fire and air. So it means fire and water. I'm sorry, fire and water. So it's kind of hot water. So it's a kind of hot teacher. Hot teacher means a strict teacher, an emotional teacher who generally teaches with emotions, and spiritual world also. But for spiritual thing, we need to see the top flange. But right now we are talking about the bottom flange. So if this flange is normal, I've told you about this. Suppose if this flange is thin, then the person is the least bothered about his image, his idealism, his ego, his domination, his food. He just basically eats the food for his body, for his nourishment. Basically teaches, if somebody asks, like a river, like a flowing river. If anybody asks, he will give. But sometimes it gives into a negative trait that he doesn't have any ego, he doesn't have any self-respect. Is a sometimes below the self respect if it is thin or short. So normal is good, but if it's thin and short, it means that less egoistic. On the other part, we can also say that this person has less self respect also. So he can fight for sometimes he could not fight. The best word is he will not take a stand for anything. Sometimes something like this. If it is long, then it means all the things which I have told you, which I have explained, is on a bigger level. Means that he will see the outer beauty also. On a food, he wants to dominate the food, or he wants to control the food. He wants to take care of the family in a bigger sense, like controlling the family. Like, you will do this, you need to ask me before doing this. Something like controlling nature, if it is long. If it is thick also, then domination increases. It means that this person is controlling mentally and physically both. If it is long, then it is controlling mentally, like playing, like something doing with the mind, not with physically involvement. But if it is thick also, then it means it's physically also involved in everything, in teaching, in in taking care of the family, in ego, in domination, in all these things. Like appetite, means overeating sometimes can be a problem for him. uh Obesity, like I have the problem of obesity. I'll tell you how it goes into obesity. Mine is not thin, mine is spongy. If the thing is spongy, like sometimes it becomes spongy, then it means that person's emotions has disturbed. Means that his domination, his ego, his teachings, in all these things, his idealism, everything is disturbed by emotions. So he's an emotional teacher, like I am. Sometimes I become an emotional teacher, over giving information, over caring of the family. Sometimes that this person, if who has got spongy, I have got less spongy. Sometimes some person has more spongy, then it's bad obesity, not hard obesity. Bad obesity means pulpy skin. I have got a pulpy skin. So this kind of nature becomes like it's just like that. You have got a sand or a clay, and it has got excess water. Then it looks like muddy. So it means stability issues. I have got stability issues because I'm not regular on my videos. I'm not regular on my work. Not regular on my exercises. I am fighting. So it means that is a problem. So this is not the problem that I have created. It is given by my parents, by the society, or by the uh, people we meet, something like this. So this is not the wholly responsible by. I'm not the wholly responsible for these things, but yes, I have to face this and I have to fight this. So this is all information. Like I have so much information, but I could not express this in this language. Maybe after 1 or 2 years, if I'll be able to make the videos regularly, I'll be able to more communicative, or more easily able to explain what I'm trying to say. So that's all for this video. Thank you very much. Take care of the day. Thank you.